Onpassive is an AI, as in artificial intelligence, and ML, as in machine learning company, that has a bunch of software that's supposed to help other companies run their business by doing very, very little. The company started in June of 2018 and is run by a man named Ash Mufareh. Recently, it has come under controversy because of the fact that the Securities and Exchange Commission from the United States of America is suing Onpassive, Ash, and his wife for $108 million for securities fraud, calling them a pyramid scheme in their documentation and asking them to pay back all of the money that they stole from their over 800,000 founders. A lot of the founders being in places that are third world countries and places that don't even have the internet. What the heck would they need this company for then? The company, although it's been going for 5 years, is basically a cult of personality that surrounds Ash. And you see that as you watch the millions of webinars that they have done over the last 5 years. A long time, all this company was meetings after meetings after meetings on webinars in which they would plan for the future. They would plan all the products. They even invented a whole crowdfunding campaign software called Obless, and they would plan who they were going to save with it. And Ash kept on making promises that soon, very soon, the company would launch and everyone would be able to start making money. Probably 100% commission, but we're not really sure what that plan is yet, as it has not been put into any kind of contract for the founders. Today, December 1st, was coming up quickly, and a lot of people had a lot of questions, as December 1st was the day that this thing was supposed to be smoothed out and the company was supposed to be really launching out to the public, in which other people would be able to start joining and people would be able to start building teams. You know how MLMs do. So yesterday, of course, there were lots and lots of live streams, and the founders were wanting to ask everyone a lot of questions. The only problem is you're not allowed to ask a question if you are in this company and you want to know what is happening. Hello everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all having a fabulous, amazing day. Onpassive definitely practices toxic positivity and does control what information the founders get. And I am about to show you an amazing example of that. So without further ado and no more blabbing, I'll roll that intro and we'll get right into the Onpassive cringe.
The initial steps like we are going through to make this happen and make this available and show other people that it is possible in the world. There was a graphic that was out and circulating on social media about...
Man, why is she so creepy? On November 30th, Marty, along with Robin here, Robin Noble, yes, I did a deep dive on her recently, go check that out. She's a creepy lady, okay? A lot of people get creeped out by her, me included, I'm just saying. And during this live stream, of course, people had questions. There's even a comment here by Don Parker that says, "Word to the worried, set aside your expectations and just watch the miracle happen, however long it takes. We still win." You know, just sitting around and waiting isn't enough for most people, most normal people. Not everyone is indoctrinated fully into this cult. So, of course, sometimes people would ask some questions. And there were some things going on in the chat during this live stream at the Cool Zone that were not that cool, Marty, I gotta say. We start off with this screenshot of somebody, good old Rose here, giving in to the cult indoctrination, saying, and again, the good thing about Onpassive is no recruit. These people must understand that we are not recruiting them. With or without them, we are winners. And as you know, right now, they have a new payment processor. Check out my past streams on this. We did a whole deep dive into it. And this payment processor is very suspicious. And due to that, a lot of people have been having problems. So around the same time this message was sent, Alex here has, "Ethnicity, it is not the $14 itself," which is the cost of the payment, I guess. "My bank has said to wait for better processor and my wife would be angry if I spent this. Alex here is actually saying two very important things. Aside from the fact that it costs $14 to get your money with this thing, when Alex went to go use this processor, his bank got a red flag that told him that this processor might be sus and that he should probably not be using it, which he is then listening to his financial institution and their financial advice. Let me remind you, it is their job to help Alex protect his money from things such as frauds and scams. He then goes on to say, my wife would be angry if I spent this. And I know, all of you little alt-right alpha males out there are going to look at this and you're going to say, oh my God, what a simp. But that's just because you're all incels and none of you are married. A smart spouse would not make a large payment like this without discussing it with his spouse. And that goes both ways. Women, wives, should also discuss that with their husbands and not just go around spending hundreds of dollars making purchases without, talking about the family finances and will it be possible? Especially again, right now with the cost of living, it's high everywhere. And I don't know their financial situation, but I can tell that this is a decent husband/wife. I'm not really sure if Alex is a male or female because they're saying, I'm not going to make this decision without my partner. My wife is going to be mad at me. I am going to do what's going to make my wife happy instead. My bank's warning me. My wife would be mad. Probably not a good purchase to make. I say Alex here is one of the most smartest people that we have seen in the comment sections, who hasn't been one of us in Onpassive in quite a while. The people in Onpassive, however, of course, they did not think the same. So our dear friend Rose, who I introduced you to for this reason, comes in here to let Alex know, not unless you are a guest here. We are not swimming in the same pool. You keep on hiding behind your wife. And I'm not really sure what that means. He or she is not hiding behind their wife, literally saying, I'm not going to make a purchase without talking to my wife. And she would be upset with me right now if she knew that the bank was warning me and I still went ahead, as most people with common sense would be. And Alex is saying, I'm going to wait and I'm going to not upset my wife. I always tell people, listen to your spouses about these things. Your spouse is telling you not to join it. Don't join it. I made the same mistakes for all of us. Don't make that mistake like I did. And we have our good friend John, of course. We love John Barilla over here. And he says, Alex, get a new bank. Why wait? It's only $14. And are you afraid of your wife? No, he's not afraid of his wife. He's respectful to her, John. Maybe you should take some hints on him on how to be a respectful human being, huh? And also get a new bank, John? You get a new bank. Do you think getting a new bank would stop the banks from warning people about the payment processor? But if the new bank warns him as well, maybe you should be wondering more about the payment processor and less about Alex. Then we have people coming in to shame Alex. Like the toxic masculinity here is unreal. It's unreal. Alex, we know who the boss is now. Me caveman. He run me house. Me Casey. Life now to me. He make purchase, never ask wife. He spend all the money on booze. That's how I see this person. He's a Neanderthal. A Neanderthal. What is wrong with you? No more Andrew Tate for you. Log off the internet, sir. And just when you think that it couldn't get any worse, Marty pipes in to let everyone know that he has removed Alex. Yes, removed Alex for being negative, quote unquote, because the toxic positivity here is strong. And the fact that Alex made even the slightest little bit of negativity in his comments, stating there was a problem with the processor. Don't want to do that. He's the one that gets removed. Not Casey or the other people that were using toxic masculinity and shaming somebody just for asking a simple question, making a simple statement. Oh, no. He's literally being removed because he said the bank told him to wait because this payment processor is sus and his wife would be upset with him. And then he did not appreciate being shamed and told that he has no balls because him and his wife are equals. In looking through this, yes, Alex does end up being a male husband. So I had to double check. I'm sorry, it was getting annoying not knowing. So yes, Alex is a husband, and he wanted to wait and talk to his wife about this. There's nothing wrong with that. I need to know what's wrong with that, Marty. What is your problem, dude? He's like so mad too. It's like all in capital. Alex has been removed. And then we got Rose here again. Of course, Rose has to come in. Great move, brother Marty. We cannot be fooled around for someone coming in to fool us around. We get his tricks quicker. We are 5 solid years in this business. Yeah, sweetie, I would not be bragging about that. I wouldn't brag. I'd keep that one to myself. It's amazing to me because it was just the slightest bit of negativity in that comment. Not even really anything negative. He was saying he would get it in future. He was saying he would get it in future. He wasn't saying no to it completely. And they treated him like he came in there and insulted Marty's mother or something. It was ridiculous. And again, what is wrong with wanting your spouse? Listen, if there is anything out here like Onpassive telling you that you should go behind the back of your spouse and make purchases without their blessing, that is something you should definitely stay away from. That is disgusting. No one should ever tell you to do that. When I was in sales, if someone said, I need to call my husband, I need to call my wife, I would hand them over my work phone and say, here you go, let's do it right now. It was not even something to argue. You say, you know what, I really respect that actually. That's a good move. Yeah, I'm married too. I'd probably have to call my husband. So here, what's her number? That's what we would do. So anything that says like, hey, yo, don't let your spouse know, change banks. If you're going to be bank hopping to try to figure out how to pay for something, it might be a scam, ma'am. I'm just saying, it might be a scam. That's a big red flag. And this whole conversation was just big red flags to me. In the past, they've kicked people out like this for asking a question. Just something simple like, when are we going to start to get paid? We'll have that kind of reaction. And it just goes to show you just how culty this thing is. And the information control that goes on here where you can't even suggest that a bank might have a problem with this new sus processor without everybody jumping on you. Hell, you apparently can't even say that you're gonna wait for your spouse to give you the go-ahead without them shaming and coming at you. Again, that's a red flag for me, and to me, that's just another reason why you should never trust Onpassive or anyone trying to promote this company to you, especially Marty, okay? There, I said it. Let me know what you guys think about this down below, and no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you all have a fabulous, fabulous day. Take care. I'm sick, but I'm getting better, so, you know, I'll try my best to do what I can out here, and I'll see you all very, very soon with another one. Mwah. Bye! And remember, please do ask your spouse before you make any purchases. That is being a good spouse, and I support that 100%. I would advocate that you never, ever, ever buy something behind their backs. Thank you.
They call me a god. They call me a god. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god.